so we're going to talk about perks, eh? So how many percent do you guys think people actually go for perks today? Looking at the page here, 75% of people actually go for flexible earning or working. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, well, the flexibility in the engineering profession can be quite
For women and stuff, eh?
yeah, it could be quite hard. I mean, engineers are always busy trying to meet deadlines, and that means they might have to work overtime or spend extra time on a project to push it through, finish it.
What about health insurance? That's a pretty good one, eh? Because most people don't actually have health insurance.
Yeah, health insurance. But the benefits of working in engineering is that 29% of it they get their health insurance.
Because heaps of people get like arthritis and stuff, eh? From just sitting on laptops all day. And, so, and to fix that, it's like hundreds of thousands, you know? What about like car parks, eh? That's a hard one in Auckland. So only 18% of people in the whole company get car parks.
Well, let's say something about depends on different cities. Which city do you live? If it's a busy city like Auckland, as you say, you're probably thinking of parking. You don't want to actually pay for parking if you, let's say, if you're working in the city area, you have to pay cost too much for a one-day parking. And then when you work somewhere, you expect the company to provide you with a good parking. And that's something that you actually gotta think about it as an engineer, whatever company you're gonna work in the future, you're gonna think about they provide you with a good parking. You can actually don't have to pay for the parking.
Maybe even the type of engineering sector you work at. For instance, a civil worker will be going to the site, visiting sites. Maybe that might be a problem when there's trucks involved and other heavy machinery on operation. But if you're working in a mechanical environment where you go to like a floor factory or something like that, they would always have like fixed parking for the employees.
It's funny how they only allow 1% for your own car. Like they give you 17% for a work car, and they'll give you only 18% for a car park. Means only 1% of all workers in the company have like car park for their own car. That's funny, eh? Radio.
What's the next topic?
Yeah, what's the next topic?
So next topic is about the job.
Perks?
Yeah, it's
Not perks.
It's like about the flexible work option.
Flexible working
Yeah,
hours.
option. So what do you think? What do you think about the top factor when considering a job? So it's not surprisingly that salary is number one.
Most people go for the money. That's the main reason why you go for engineering. I think that's up to top.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is this one. That one down here.
It's funny how people rather have a bigger salary than a satisfying workspace. Like, I mean, for me personally, I'd rather have a satisfying workspace rather than a salary.
Well,
Career opportunities is a good one because that means like if you finish Polytech, for example, you go to get a job, and that experience will get you to somewhere we actually want to be.
Totally.
what do you guys think about work-life balance? What does that mean, kind of?
It's in the middle.
Family and work.
Family and work, it would be like a
Combination of like how you gonna manage your time with kids and off the work. Okay, I see. And the fifth is company shift executive reputation.
Maybe, I guess the top guys just really want to get deadlines, make deadlines and get projects done, you know. So maybe they're quite rough on the staff that are trying to conduct the project, finish the project.
How about the manager
reputation?
That's still down to how managers organise their efforts. So it's pretty low on the podium. Maybe that's why it's quite rough on the engineers trying to meet deadlines, trying to make projects work.
It's the sixth.
Manager reputation is basically if you want to work somewhere and you, as a manager, you want to make other life easier for other people, something like that. How's your reputation for the other workers? Let's say That's I think that's the reason it's that like the six. No one actually cares about that. No one want to be a good reputation for others these days. Everyone is thinking about the salary managers or
he does what he
manager.
has to do.
Yeah, they probably have to do just their job and they don't care.
Like a manager can't just be like, oh, take a day off, guys. Like you worked hard yesterday. Like he's gonna be like, no, you guys are working twice as hard today. Like
Twice as hard.
We got another project on the go. And
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
just
Stress
deadline
out.
on the last one.
Just want to get their job done.
Yeah. Just save it for the end of the year.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys get a good Christmas bonus.
Like nobody actually cares about flexible work options, eh? Like seventh.
What does that mean by flexible work option? It's like more.
Like ability to move to another profession.
Company or profession, like being able to switch professions. Like people, I guess, just want a high salary with one profession.
Yeah. Maybe it's like also like if you were trying to find another job somewhere else, maybe that when you develop your skills at a particular firm, they like don't want to let you go.
True.
Yeah, they just hold you. Yeah.
You got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
You know how to work with the managers.
Yeah.
Like we can't let you go. You're too important of an asset to let go.
Yeah.
And they feed you perks to keep you in
They
there.
give you a glass ceiling. And I'm like, oh, maybe you can take my role. I'm thinking about retiring. The
Yeah.
guy never
The
retires.
guy never retires. Yeah, that can be an
He's being
option as well.
pressured by the chief executive. You can't go, mate.
That's manager reputation for you.
That's why it slips. Alright, well, should we discuss another one?
About I think the other one
Sectors, is it?
Yeah, the salary breakdown across this engineering sectors? Yeah, it is, right?
Well, there you go. I can see that management earn 140 plus a year.
So John's going into management.
Yeah.
You're going for management.
Yeah, I do want to go for management actually. Yeah, it's just gonna be because if you see, in fact, the management why they earn quite a lot of money, they actually do a lot of hard work. You know,
The most stressful.
the more stressful your job is, the more earning you will get because those guys probably they're gonna stay back when like let's say
Yeah, you
a
open up
normal
the shop,
yeah
you
you
close
open
the
up
shop.
you close the shop. That's basically what it means. It's like the other workers gonna be still going home and you're gonna stay back in the office and you will work on it. That's the reason you're gonna get a lot of pay.
I also see
Doing
that.
hours and stuff.
I also see that the management peoples are the face of the project.
The face of
So when they go ahead to present the project or
They talk to
present to the
managers.
clients, they see the face
Of the
manager,
manager.
the head of the
They
operation.
hate, yeah.
I guess, and also that's how they can get the powerful salary is through the work and also because being recognised for the accomplishment of the project.
And if you see the millionaires, all the engineers actually their payment, even the lowest is which is the mechatronics, they actually earn. I think that should be the minimum in here.
60K.
They earn around 60K. So any kind of engineer, they do get good
That's
payment
mechanical,
over
right?
50K.
Mechatronics is dealing with
Robots.
automated programs and robots.
Yeah.
It's
Because it's still a new industry.
it's
so
still a new industry.
There's no market for it really.
There's no baseline in development for that field. But I tell you what, it's more important for the future. We're not.
Oh yeah,
In the
or
future,
be
we-
just up as high as management.
We're
in the future.
replacing the minimum wage worker with a system that can perform the job
Better
just as
and
good.
faster.
Because I don't think people. There's a thing called. People don't like doing those really basic jobs. It's basically
Yeah.
bad for their well-being and their health. But when Mechatronics is like a medium to allow those jobs to be replaced by something that doesn't have human well-being.
Transportation. Transportation actually is
The second
quite
one.
the second. I think it's the second, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean by
So
transportation?
roads, infrastructure for roads,
Infrastructure,
railways.
yeah.
Oh,
Railways.
construction?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Not
talking
cars,
about
not automobiles?
yeah.
Transportation.
That's what I'm thinking.
I
Buses,
think
trains.
trains. I think they are most likely about the railways
Yeah.
or like
Road
roads,
infrastructure?
like lights,
Yeah.
more kind of those stuff. I mean like transportation is more like how you manage your transportation in the city.
Inside the city, yeah, like
Inside the
keeping
city.
everybody separate, like not on one road. Like
Yeah.
you want to have subways, you want to have
Tramways, train stations.
scooters, like
Yeah.
keeping everybody sort of away from each other, so
There's also a lot
no
of
congestions.
a lot of statistics involved too with monitoring flow of traffic, and then that's like when they have the statistics, when they have the survey, complete the survey, then they determine like which roads need like moderate maintenance all the time compared to other roads and other systems. Yeah, and it's also about developing too. That's why you get the spaghetti highways. All those challenges, they're quite demanding.
Have you guys heard about the newest station in Manukau? They made this new bus station just across the train station of Manukau.
Yeah.
So it wasn't open last year. They just opened it beginning of this year, I guess. Yeah. But it's quite good because before, when you had to catch a bus, you had to just stay on the street, and people actually stay like on the street and like sit on the table. Sometimes those tables, those chairs was full. But now when they make the station, inside the station, they have like heaps of chairs, and they have like shops. Yeah, it's pretty good to think of those
Keeping people separate, not congested.
Yeah, actually, those people are transportation engineers.
Yeah.
How come geotechnical engineers earn less than the structural? Because the structural engineers depend on the geotechnical.
Yes, they need to know like what would be good ground for foundations and stuff.
Like geotechnical is what gives the code to the structural.
I know that geotechs, some of them have to do a diploma, but structural engineers, they have to. A lot of them go for the bachelor's of honours, and some of them even achieve a master's. Believe it or not, structural engineering is actually quite like the fundamentals. Isn't that it can be difficult in some fields, but it's actually quite broad. Like the types of drawings and mechanical calculations they go through is quite broad across engineering.
What do you mean by broad?
Like the stuff that civil engineers might use, the mechanical calculations and so forth, is exactly the same as structural.
Yeah, structural. Because structural is civil, because they get the same. They almost get the same pay rates.
Geotechnicals, so I don't know.
Geotechnicals, they really just talk about the density of the ground, the clay, the type of sediment that's in the ground.
I guess their level of calculations and level of education can be less than those ones. So do you think it's dependent on education level?
No, it's also experience.
Because fire is pretty up there. And what do you need for that? That's not being a fireman, is it?
No.
That's making sure that, like, for example,
Security systems, alarms.
like the Auckland Conventional Centre.
Yeah.
Hey, so it means that the fire engineers still haven't had that done their bit.
No, yeah, they have a lot of liability when things go wrong.
That's
So
true.
they
Something
really
catches
run.
on fire and actually burns.
Unless you've got the media in your pocket, you can kind of side them to blame a tradie over the system itself.
Yeah, but you got a lot of responsibility out there for fire things.
Yeah, you're going into aerospace, eh?
Wow.
So that's pretty much the same thing as structural, almost.
Aerospace is probably quite an exciting field.
Is that mainly engineering planes, or is it plane runways and stuff?
So that's aeronautical infrastructure. They fall under the civil category. But aerospace tends to be about managing flight times on components and appropriate servicing that's required, or even determining whether that component needs to be completely replaced.
Right.
So when you're conducting a team of folk in a hangar and they're stripping an aircraft down, there's all the mechanical components, and then they determine by reading from schedules and statistics, determining whether that component can be reserviced, remachined, and then reinstalled back into the aircraft, or it's past its 2,500 hour bracket and it should be recycled and replaced completely.
It's not always about the airplanes. All sorts of things that relate to our
Helicopter, anything to do with flying.
Yeah.
Even drones.
Drones completely.
Drones.
Yeah. Another field too is that aerospace is an industry where you can start getting into the frontier of technology when it comes to anything that's putting space between you and me and the ground. Rocketry is another field. A lot of rocketry is
the space engineering.
Yeah, that's the key stuff. That's the big stuff. Everyone would want to be part of that. But yeah, and then eventually you would want to develop some proficiency in astronautics, you would go to one of the big
That's right.
institutions,
Yeah.
and that's when you start doing outer orbit stuff, which is the next tier.
Right, like a moon
Moon landing
moon
machine.
landing,
Moon landing machines, yeah.
moon machine, moon car and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we're done, guys.
Is it? We got, yeah, 2 minutes, yeah, cool.
Yeah, all good. So I think we did pretty well.